After 50, many of us notice changes, a heavier stomach after meals, stiff joints that ache more than they used to, or a lingering feeling of fatigue that seems harder to shake. These shifts are a natural part of aging, but they can make everyday life feel a little more challenging. What if something as simple as a common kitchen spice could offer gentle support? Enter the humble clove. This tiny aromatic bud, found in spice racks around the world, has been used for centuries in traditional practices. For many older adults, adding roughly 1 or 2 cloves a day may help ease some of these common discomforts. It's not a cure, but for those looking for a natural way to feel a bit better, cloves might just be worth a closer look. As we age beyond 50, subtle but persistent changes emerge. Digestion slows, minor aches linger, and energy levels dip unpredictably. While these shifts are inevitable, nature offers quiet allies. Among them, cloves stand out not just for their warm aroma, but for their hidden potential. Modern research suggests these dried flower buds contain eugenol, a compound with anti-inflammatory properties that may soothe joint stiffness when consumed regularly. Their antioxidants could also support cellular health, potentially easing oxidative stress linked to aging. Interestingly, cloves may aid digestion too. Their natural compounds stimulate enzyme secretion, helping break down heavy meals. Some studies even indicate blood sugar benefits, though moderation remains key, as excessive intake can irritate. For older adults, steeping 1-2 cloves in warm water or sprinkling powdered clove into oatmeal provides a gentle, palatable approach. Not a miracle, but a whisper of relief from Mother Nature's pharmacy. Always consult a doctor before making dietary changes, especially with medications. Cloves are a warming spice, rich in antioxidants and aromatic compounds such as eugenol that have been used for centuries in traditional practices. These small, dried flower buds are not just a kitchen staple, but also a source of natural compounds that may gently support the body. For many older adults, adding roughly 1 or 2 cloves a day may help ease some of these common discomforts. It's not a cure, but for those looking for a natural way to feel a bit better, cloves might just be worth a closer look. They've been cherished for their potential to support digestion, ease inflammation, and contribute to overall wellness. Whether chewed slowly, steeped in warm water or tea, or added to cooking, cloves offer a simple and accessible option for those seeking gentle daily support. Beyond their culinary use, modern research suggests cloves may play a role in metabolic health. Early studies indicate compounds like eugenol could help regulate blood sugar levels by improving insulin sensitivity, making cloves particularly interesting for those managing glucose imbalances. Their antimicrobial properties extend to oral health. Clove oil has shown effectiveness against cavity-causing bacteria, offering a natural adjunct to dental hygiene. Interestingly, this spice's warming effect may also provide temporary relief for respiratory discomfort when inhaled as steam. Recent explorations into clove extracts reveal potential neuroprotective qualities, possibly slowing age-related cognitive decline. For optimal benefits, experts recommend using whole cloves briefly toasted to enhance bioavailability rather than pre-ground varieties which lose potency faster. The spice pairs synergistically with cinnamon and black pepper for enhanced absorption. Always consult a healthcare provider before using cloves therapeutically, especially if taking blood-thinning medications. As we get older, many of us notice our digestion isn't quite what it used to be. That heavy bloated feeling after meals or occasional discomfort that lingers longer than it should. Here's where something as simple as cloves might lend a hand. These tiny, fragrant buds have been used for centuries to soothe the stomach, and modern understanding gives us a clue why. Cloves contain aromatic compounds that may gently stimulate digestion, helping to ease that sluggish, overfull sensation. For many people, chewing a single clove slowly after a meal or steeping a couple in warm water as a tea can bring a sense of relief without harsh effects. It's not about drastic changes, but rather that subtle support for your gut's natural rhythm. Of course, moderation matters. 1 or 2 cloves a day is plenty, as their potency means more isn't necessarily better. And if you have a sensitive stomach or existing digestive concerns, it's wise to start with just half a clove to see how your body responds. Think of it as a small warm nudge for your digestion rather than a cure. Combined with mindful eating and hydration, this humble spice might just make those everyday meals a little more comfortable. Now, it's important to remember that while cloves are generally gentle, they're powerful. So if you're on medications, especially for acid reflux or gut conditions, a quick chat with your doctor can help ensure they're right for you. But for many, this kitchen staple offers a simple, time-tested way to support gut comfort, 1 small clove at a time. Now, let's talk about something many of us notice as we get older. Those little aches and stiffness in our joints, especially in the mornings or after a long day. It's often just part of life, but what if something as simple as a clove could offer a bit of relief? Cloves contain powerful antioxidants, like eugenol, which may help ease everyday inflammation, the kind that leaves our joints feeling stiff or tender. Think of it as a gentle, natural way to support your body's comfort. Not a cure, but a small daily habit that may make a difference over time. For many people, just 1 or 2 cloves a day chewed slowly or steeped in warm water can be enough to feel the warming, soothing effects. Of course, if you have chronic joint issues or take medications, especially for inflammation or pain, it's always wise to check with your doctor first. But for those looking for a simple, traditional way to support joint flexibility, cloves might just be worth a try. 1 small step toward feeling a little more comfortable in your own skin. Now, let's talk about how cloves may offer a little extra support for your immune system, something many of us think about more as we get older. Cloves are packed with antioxidants, those helpful compounds that protect our cells from damage. One of the key antioxidants in cloves is eugenol, which has been studied for its potential to gently strengthen the body's natural defenses. Think of it like giving your immune system a small daily boost, not a shield against illness, but a way to help it function a little better. For many people, adding just 1 or 2 cloves to their routine may contribute to overall wellness, especially during seasons when immunity tends to be top of mind. Of course, this isn't a replacement for a balanced diet, good sleep, or medical advice. Just a simple, traditional addition that might make a difference. If you're on immune-modulating medications or have concerns, always check with your doctor first. But for those looking to add a small, natural layer of support, cloves could be a comforting option. 1 tiny spice with a long history of helping people feel their best. Now, let's talk about something many of us don't think about until it becomes a problem: our oral health. As we age, gums can feel more sensitive, and keeping breath fresh might take a little extra effort. Here's where the humble clove steps in. For centuries, cloves have been used to support gum comfort and fresher breath, and there's a good reason why. Cloves contain natural compounds like eugenol that have antibacterial properties. This means they may help keep the mouth feeling clean and balanced. If you've ever noticed cloves in natural toothpaste or mouthwash, this is why. For many people, simply chewing on 1 clove slowly just for a minute or 2 can leave the mouth feeling refreshed. Of course, it's strong, so start with a small piece if you're new to it. And remember, while cloves may offer gentle support, they're not a replacement for regular dental care. Brush, floss, and see your dentist as usual. But if you're looking for a little extra help, this tiny spice has been trusted for generations. Just be mindful not to overdo it, as too much can irritate sensitive gums. As with anything, moderation is key. Now, let's talk about blood sugar, something many of us think about as we get older. Cloves may offer gentle support here. The compounds in cloves, particularly eugenol, have been studied for their potential to help maintain steadier blood sugar levels. For many people, adding just a clove or 2 to their daily routine, whether chewed slowly, steeped in warm water, or used in cooking, might make a small but noticeable difference over time. But here's the important part. If you're already on blood sugar medication, like insulin or metformin, don't make any changes without talking to your doctor first. cloves aren't a replacement for prescribed treatment, and combining them with certain medications could lead to unexpected effects. Even natural things need careful consideration when managing something as delicate as blood sugar. A simple way to try it: brew a clove in your morning tea or add a pinch of ground clove to oatmeal. Start with just 1 clove a day and see how your body responds. And remember, more isn't better. Going beyond a couple cloves daily could irritate your stomach or even cause a drop in blood sugar that's too sharp. As always, listen to your body and keep your healthcare team in the loop. Small, mindful steps are the way to go. Just be mindful not to overdo it, as too much can irritate sensitive gums. As with anything, moderation is key. Now, let's talk about how to use cloves safely in your daily routine. For most people, about 1 to 2 whole cloves a day is a good place to start. You can simply chew one slowly. It releases a warm, slightly sweet flavor, while also letting those beneficial compounds work gently in your mouth and digestive system. If chewing isn't for you, try steeping a clove in warm water or herbal tea for a soothing drink. It's a comforting way to unwind in the evening. You can also add crushed or whole cloves to your cooking. Think soups, stews, or even rice dishes, where they lend a subtle depth of flavor. The key is to start small. If you're new to cloves, try just half a clove at first to see how your body responds. Over time, you can gradually increase to 1 or 2 a day if it feels right for you. But remember, more isn't better here. Cloves are potent, and going beyond that amount could lead to irritation, especially for sensitive stomachs or gums. Just be mindful not to overdo it, as too much can irritate sensitive gums. As with anything, moderation is key. When it comes to enjoying the benefits of cloves, more isn't always better. Wiser and small amount can be wonderfully soothing. Going overboard may lead to discomfort. Just 1 or 2 cloves a day is often enough to support your body gently. Any more than that, and you might notice irritation, especially in your mouth or stomach. The natural compounds in cloves, like eugenol, are powerful, and a little goes a long way. Think of it as a warm, comforting spice, not something to consume in large quantities. If you chew cloves directly, take it slow, just 1 at a time, letting it dissolve gently in your mouth. Too much too quickly can sometimes make sensitive gums feel tender. And if you're adding cloves to tea or food, a pinch or a couple of whole pieces is plenty. The key is moderation. Small, consistent amounts are often better tolerated and may be more beneficial than taking too much at once. Remember, cloves work best as part of a balanced approach. Pair them with good nutrition, plenty of water, and of course, your doctor's advice. That way you get all the gentle support without any unnecessary discomfort. Less really can be more. Now let's talk about safety, because even something as gentle as cloves needs a little caution. First, clove oil is very different from whole cloves. It's highly concentrated and can be too strong for everyday use, sometimes irritating the skin or stomach. Stick to whole or ground cloves for daily support. If you're on blood thinners or diabetes medication, check with your doctor before adding cloves to your routine. The compounds in cloves may interact with these medications, affecting how they work. It's always better to be safe. Too much of anything can backfire. More than a couple of cloves a day might upset your stomach or cause irritation. Start with just 1 clove. See how your body responds and adjust slowly. And if you have upcoming surgery or a history of ulcers, extra care is needed. Cloves may thin the blood slightly, so your doctor should know if you're using them regularly. That way, you get all the gentle support without any unnecessary discomfort. Less really can be more. Here's fresh content on clove safety, no repetition from the existing section. While cloves offer numerous benefits, their potent nature demands mindful use. Pregnant individuals should avoid excessive clove consumption, as its eugenol content may stimulate uterine contractions. For topical applications like toothaches, always dilute clove oil with a carrier oil, coconut, almond, to prevent burns or mucosal damage. Never apply it undiluted. Those with bleeding disorders must exercise caution, as cloves' natural blood-thinning properties could exacerbate the condition. Similarly, people with hormone-sensitive conditions, e.g. certain cancers, should consult a healthcare provider as eugenol may mimic estrogen. For children under 12, clove oil is unsafe even when diluted, potentially causing seizures or liver toxicity if ingested. Inhalation of clove smoke, e.g., from Kretek cigarettes, carries respiratory risks, including throat irritation and lung inflammation. Moderation remains key. Clove's intense flavor can numb taste buds temporarily if overused. Enjoy their warmth sparingly for safe, effective results. Now, let's talk about side effects, because even something as gentle as cloves needs a little caution. For most people, having 1 or 2 cloves a day is perfectly safe, but going overboard can sometimes irritate the stomach. Think of it like this. Cloves are warming and potent, so a little goes a long way. If you notice any discomfort, maybe a bit of heartburn or queasiness, just scale back. There are also a few situations where you'll want to be extra careful. If you're pregnant, it's best to avoid cloves unless your doctor gives the okay. The same goes for anyone preparing for surgery. Cloves may affect blood clotting, so it's smart to stop using them at least 2 weeks beforehand. And if you're on blood thinners or have a history of stomach ulcers, check with your doctor first. The key is moderation. Stick to that small daily amount, chew it slowly, steep it in warm water, or sprinkle it into meals, and you may get gentle support without unnecessary discomfort. Less really can be more. While cloves are generally safe in small doses, excessive consumption can lead to potential concerns. High amounts may cause mouth or throat irritation due to their strong essential oils, and some individuals report mild allergic reactions like skin rashes. Overuse could also temporarily numb oral tissues or trigger headaches in sensitive individuals. Those with gastroesophageal reflux, GERD, or sensitive digestion might experience worsened symptoms, as cloves can stimulate stomach acid. Additionally, parents should monitor children's intake, as their smaller body size means even modest quantities may have stronger effects. Diabetics on medication should consult a doctor, as cloves might amplify blood sugar lowering effects. For topical use like clove oil, always dilute it with a carrier oil to avoid burns or gum irritation. Though rare, prolonged overuse could strain the liver. Stick to culinary amounts unless advised otherwise. As with any potent remedy, it's important to listen to your body. Adjust or pause use if you notice unusual reactions. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, cloves may need extra caution. Their natural compounds can sometimes interact with these medications, potentially affecting how your blood clots. It's not about avoiding cloves entirely, but about checking with your doctor first to adjust doses if needed. For those with stomach ulcers or sensitive digestion, cloves' warming properties might occasionally irritate an already delicate stomach lining. Starting with just half a clove and observing how you feel can help. And if you have surgery coming up, even a minor one, it's wise to pause cloves for about 2 weeks beforehand, as their mild blood thinning effect could complicate things. None of this means cloves are unsafe. It's about tailoring their use to your unique health picture. Think of it like adjusting the thermostat. A little warmth helps, but you'd never want it turned up too high in a room that's already warm. Your doctor can help find that balance. Cloves contain eugenol, a compound with natural blood-thinning properties, which may amplify the effects of anticoagulant medications like warfarin, increasing the risk of excessive bleeding. If you're on such medications, consult your healthcare provider to assess safe consumption levels. Additionally, cloves' strong essential oils can trigger heartburn or worsen acid reflux in some individuals. Those with GERD may benefit from using them sparingly or opting for diluted forms like clove tea. For diabetics, cloves may enhance insulin sensitivity, but this could potentially lead to hypoglycemia when combined with diabetes medications. Monitoring blood sugar levels is advisable. Pregnant individuals should exercise caution, as high doses of clove oil might stimulate uterine contractions. Topical clove oil, often used for toothaches, can cause skin irritation if undiluted. Always perform a patch test first. While these considerations aren't prohibitions, they highlight the importance of mindful usage based on individual health conditions. A quick discussion with your doctor can ensure cloves remain a safe and beneficial addition to your routine. Think of cloves as a gentle ally, not a miracle cure. They're a small but meaningful addition to your daily routine, working best when paired with a balanced diet and your doctor's guidance. Overdoing it won't speed up benefits. Just like turning up the thermostat too high in an already warm room can make things uncomfortable. A little goes a long way. If you're on blood thinners, managing blood sugar, or have stomach sensitivities, a quick chat with your doctor helps find the right balance for you. Cloves offer warmth and support, but they're not a replacement for medical care. Start slow, listen to your body, and enjoy this simple spice as part of your larger, well-rounded approach to feeling your best. Your health, like a cozy room, thrives when everything is just the right temperature. Cloves bring subtle benefits. Think of them as a supportive friend rather than a quick fix. Their real strength lies in consistency, not quantity. 1 or 2 daily, steeped in warm water or added to meals, can offer gentle perks without overwhelming your system. If you're pregnant, managing chronic conditions, or taking medications, check with a healthcare pro for some active compounds in cloves may interact. For short breath or minor tooth discomfort, try briefly holding a clove in place. Don't chew it directly to avoid irritation. Their antioxidants work quietly in the background, complementing veggies, hydration, and rest, not replacing them. Notice subtle shifts over weeks, not hours. If you feel any burning or dizziness, pause and reassess. Like any spice, cloves harmonize best when balanced with your body's cues and expert advice. No dramatic claims, just steady, mindful support.